Hi guys, it's Chrissy Elaine and I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to achieve this everyday vintage glam hair. So I'm just starting off with damp hair and I'm going to be applying a couple products before blow drying to really prep and prime my hair. It's a 10 leave-in conditioner. It's going to help protect the hair and reduce frizz. I'm also using Tresmee heat protectant in the St. Tropica Coconut Oil. Once I've applied all my products, I'll make sure to comb that through with a wide tooth comb, just saturating each strand of hair root to tip. So here I'm sectioning off my hair, but I did lose the footage of me blow drying. I'm sure you guys know how to do that. Make sure to apply a little bit of thermal protectant, comb that through, blow dry the hair, and we will get on to the curling here in a second. So this is the iron I'm using today. It is the Ultra Chi iron. It has 3 different heads that attach to a nice base, and this base is good because it has a great temperature gauge, so it controls the heat of the iron very quickly. Came with a little glove, and this is the barrel I'm using. It's about a 1 inch to 1.5 inch with no clip on it. We're just going to insert that into the base and turn that on. I'm turning on my iron here, letting that get warmed up, and sectioning my hair off into 2 different sections here. So I'm really just making sure to get about 1 inch to 2 inches worth of hair per section. It really depends on your hair type. I have very thick, coarse hair. If you have fine hair, you might want to take smaller sections to create more volume. So I'm curling the hair away from my face and I'm letting that sit for about 5 seconds, catching the hair and holding it to really set the curl. You just want to hold this until it is cool in your hand. Once you release, you can really see the difference. The curled hair is much more bouncier. It has shrunken up a lot, but we will get that length back after we've brushed out the curl later on. I'm going to repeat that same process on the other side of the head on the last section here. Curling away from the face again, letting that set for 5 to 7 seconds, and then catching that curl, letting it set again for another 5 to 7 seconds, and releasing the hair. Now I'm going to take down another section. I think altogether I only did about 3 to 4 sections, so I am taking fairly large sections. This is going to give you a bigger curl, but if you have finer hair and you want more volume, you could definitely do a smaller amount of sections and smaller curls. Now I'm taking a little bit of heat protectant, putting that through the section I just removed from the bun on top of my head, and I'm going to be kind of separating the already curled hair from the hair that needs curled so that I'm not brushing out the curl that we just created. And I'm just grabbing a big section of hair, wrapping that around the wand, and I'm wrapping the hair facing down again. So notice that the hair is going down the barrel. You want to make sure that you're really letting it sit. I think that is the most important part when it comes to keeping hold to your hair. Now, if you have very fine hair and it's hard for your hair to hold, you can add a little hairspray in your hair before you curl it. So I am alternating the curls, or I'm trying to at least taking them one direction, so away from the face, and then taking another section towards the face. Comb through your hair before you start curling. You want to make sure that the hair is very smooth and detangled before you apply any heat. Now you can see that is the section that I've applied toward my face. So I really just kind of eyeball where I want those sections to be. When it's away from the face, it's going to definitely create more volume. When it's going towards your face, it's going to kind of hug the head a little bit more. It's also really, I think, nice to frame, so I use that technique closer to the front of the face. I'm not doing anything really special. I'm just taking different pieces of hair that I don't want to curl right now and just clipping them out of my way just to make it easier to get to some of these pieces. I don't want to make my sections too big because then that curl will be more likely to just fall right out. Try to make your sizes of your curl pretty regular, so try to make them the same size. So just continue that process until you have no more hair to curl. So just keep those even sections, hold your curl, release. Very simple. Once I get closer to the front of the face, I do pin up the hair. So I'm just taking the curl. Once I release it, I'm taking a little like duckbill pin here and pinning that to cool. It's just giving it a little bit more hold and it's going to be a little bit more bouncy. You can do this on the whole head, but it's just more time consuming, so I didn't do it today. Fixing those brows because they're looking a little crazy, and just sectioning off my hair for the other side here. I'm just brushing through the hair to make sure it's nice and smooth before I section off and curl. Just make sure to alternate those curls again, just to make sure that they don't cling together too much. So for this whole top section here, I'm curling completely away from the face and letting those sit the longest period of time, just making sure that they're completely cool so that I get the most volume there. And that is pretty much it for the styling part. Once this is completely cool, we will start to run some product through to really give us that vintage Hollywood curl. So I'm taking those pins out, and then I'm going to run my fingers through it just to break those out a little bit. Taking a little bit of serum, pumping that into my hands, working it through my hair. This is just going to give it a really pretty glossy shine and decrease any frizz. I like to really saturate the ends here just because that is the area that gets the driest for me. Taking a wide tooth comb and really breaking the hair up with this first so that it's not taking all of the curl out completely, just a little bit right now. I'm kind of working that back and forth throughout the hair as well to kind of combine these curls to form one large wave almost. Now let's take a hairbrush. This is just a smoothing wet brush. I think it has some boar bristles in there, so it does really help smooth that hair. And just brush that through. So here I'm just taking a couple pieces of hair and twisting those around my finger, just swirling them to regain some curl and bounce. You really have to just play with this for your specific face shape, guys. I have a cowlick, so I really part my hair depending on how it's laying that day. And you want to make sure these are nice and brushed out in certain areas to create that loose wave. And that's the main thing. So I thank you guys so much for watching. Here's the completed look, and make sure to like, comment if you guys have any suggestions for me, and have a good week. Bye.